Huhu, this is the moment. Alam mo ba yun, Kuya Tenny, na awitin na, this is the moment. Alam mo ba yun? So
Yes,
I'm just super excited for today. I'm so happy because we have a very special guest. They are a power couple and they are one of the top leaders in our business community. And imagine they were able to pay off their mortgage in less than 3 years in the business. They're just a living proof that they said that dream as big as we want and God will go beyond that. So I am super excited. I cannot wait to invite them in on our screen. But to those who are tuning in for the first time, magandang hapon, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, wherever you're tuning in from. My name is 𝗔𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I am originally from Bicol, Philippines, and I am a mom, I am a wife, and I am a proud digital business owner and mentor all the way from Oregon, USA. And I have with me my business partner, a dadpreneur from South Dakota.
North Dakota.
Oh yes, North Dakota. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Mercy. Yeah, isang mapagpalang araw po sa inyong lahat. And yes, my name is 𝗕𝒊𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and I am a dad of 3 God-fearing kids, and I am an accountant by profession, and I am a super proud digital entrepreneur based here in North Dakota, USA.
Yay! Yes, my dear friends and followers, get ready to to be inspired, and let's to get away your dreams in your heart. We would like to awaken those dreams that God has put in your heart. Yes, let's our very special guest for today. They are originally from the Philippines and they are living in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And they are they're able to pay off their mortgage in less than 3 years. That's amazing, Kuya Tenny.
Yep, and they are full-time parents of their amazing and adorable son. And you know what? They were able also to retire their parents. How awesome is that?
Wow, and travel more whenever they want. So without further ado, let's welcome in Sis Roxanne and Dave's Aviso from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Yay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hi, Dave and Roxanne.
Thank you, Mercy and Tenny. Thanks for having us here.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. It's been an honor to have you here in our show, and thank you for accepting our invitation. So so I know that our viewers are so excited to know you more, and so we have our first question here for you. So please share us your brief introduction about yourself, and you know what, all of us, we've been through our own pain and struggle in life, but so can you share to us also about your pain and struggle before starting this business?
Yeah, so as Mercy and mentioned, I'm originally from the Philippines. I moved to Canada in 1996. I was about 14 years old, and my background was I took engineering, and I worked in the industry for about 2 years. The industry was good, but I wasn't good for the industry. I always joke around. I have a sickness called alarm clockitis. Some of your viewers can relate to that. When the alarm clock goes off, you want to snooze it because you want to sleep some more, and then goes up again, throw it to the wall because I hated my job, right? So, so I took a leap of faith. I got out of that, and that was a lot of there was pain there. A lot of your viewers can relate to where they feel like they should be doing something else, or they're not good at what they're doing, or they've been doing the thing for a long time and they just want to get out. They don't know how. My fear was like what other people would say, because I graduated as an engineer, right? So, and it looked like I had a great career, but I took a leap of faith. I got out of it. I went into business, financial services, my first business. And that's where I met my beautiful wife, Roxanne. I was her manager. I managed her really well because I married her. Now she's my boss. Before the online business, I was a general manager. No experience in the online, but today I do this full time.
Yeah. For me, I moved here from the Philippines as well in 2004 with my parents and my siblings. And I've seen my parents work so hard. They gave up their jobs, their homes, their entire life in the Philippines just for us. And I have that dream that, when they retire, I want to help them financially. And even though I graduated as a paralegal because I thought I wanted to become a lawyer. I
Wow.
thought I wanted to, that's the best path to become financially, well off, right? But sooner or later, we found out that even though we have great careers, it's just enough for the two of us and our future kids at the time. So we realized it's not enough for our bigger dreams. So we set out for, like we tried different kinds of businesses prior to the online business, and thanks be to God, in 2018,
Mhm.
that's when we found out they found the online business, the workshop, the free workshop about starting an online business, and the rest is history. Really, our pain was, it's not enough. Our income is not enough, and at the time we were struggling financially. We were in debts, over 86,000 of consumer debts,
Wow.
because of our personally and also business failures as well. So we wanted to do something, like to get ahead in life. So that's the reason why we started.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for sharing your pain and struggles and how you started the business. But with that why, there is a deeper why and why we started this business that really helped us to really see that, to get that tap on our business. So if you could please share with us your biggest why and motivation in starting this business.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, we met in business, and this is before the online, like way 15 years ago. And I remember Roxanne shared with me. She said, "You know what? My dream is to retire my parents."
Mhm.
And as a good boyfriend, I had to say, "Yes, I want to help you," right? At the time, but just kidding aside, the reason I said yes, I want to help you is because my dad died when I was 3 years old, right? He was in an engineer in Saudi Arabia. Something happened to him there. He died there. But when I moved here to Canada in 1996, 3 months later, we found out that my mom had breast cancer, right? And a year later, she died. So I said, you know what? I have no parents. I want to help you. I want to give back. So that was kind of our deep why when we started, right? We said we want to. It was a journey. But just to be honest, when we started this business in 2018, we tried so many businesses,
Mhm.
failed in so much, right? One of our biggest motivation, even before retiring her mom, was that to get out of debt. We were $86,000 in consumer debt. Your viewers can relate to being
Yeah.
in debt. Creditors were calling us left and right. I couldn't sleep at night. I had more gray hairs growing than I wanted to, right? That was
Yes.
just really our first huge why. We want to earn more so we could pay off all our debts, right?
Yeah, and also I think after that, because we've been living in an apartment for like 10 years, we couldn't even save up just for a down payment, right? So, going forward is really like, we wanted to own a home, right? And also to, really our finally is like to retire my parents, and then as we move forward, we have our first son, right?
Yeah, why change?
Our why changes. So we wanted to, be able to not go back to our work after the maternity. So that's why we're like, okay, we have to work on the business. So really, like our biggest why is really more than ourselves, because sometimes when if it's just you, you're comfortable, right? You're
Mhm.
comfortable at
Right.
home, especially if you live in North America. If we can pay the bills, then that's fine, right?
Good, right?
But
Yeah.
then if you have a bigger why, let's say your parents, your son, your kids, right? You cannot give up on them, right? Like
Right.
so that's why that's our biggest motivation.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me just add to you something about that. But I mean about that bills, because yeah, I've been mentoring people also, right? How to manage
Yeah.
their money and how they're going to pay their bills. And then I was able to help them, and then suddenly and then their debt went up again. So
Yeah.
what's going on here? So yeah, so I'm trying to just do something like kind of a spreadsheet for them to follow. So yeah, so it's very interesting. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Nice. That's awesome.
All right, so the other one is we know that you guys are now full-time parents with your adorable son. So why did you choose then this online business as your full-time over those? You mentioned about your career earlier. So why?
I think that a lot of people, and again, one of my wake up calls was like the reason I took this entrepreneurial journey over 15 years ago is that, a lot of us, we're all Filipinos here. Our parents told us, go to school, get good grades, and you should be set for life, right? So I followed that path. I graduated as an engineer, and I was still stuck here. I said, I felt there's
Yeah.
something, there's something out there. And my brother, when I came back from Nova Scotia, because I went on a different state or province to work. When I came back, because I really hated that job, he gave me a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. Some of your viewers probably have read that, and this kind of messed me up because I didn't know there was a different path. I didn't know that yes, you can be a good engineer, or yes, you can be a good doctor, but you could still be broke, right? Because financial education, money is a study. If you want to become financially free, right, you need to study how to do that, right? Because there's a lot of successful people in their career but are still broke. And I didn't know that, and the biggest idea that really kind of I didn't never heard of before was passive income. Passive income was the ability to move forward without going back to work and still maintaining the lifestyle. And it's this concept called financial freedom. And I got really obsessed with that. And the reason why we chose the online business is because it has the ability to allow you to still earn the income, but be free from a job, which we all want, right? We want the income, but we don't want the job, right? It could be anything. It could be parents. It could be ministry. It could be whatever, because you could earn a lot of money and be stressed because you have no time, right?
Yeah.
People want to just have not only the income, but they want the time because to do the stuff that they want. And one of the reasons why we chose the online business is because it allows you to do that. That's why we can do it as a parent.
Yes.
Yeah, and also like Dave hated his job, right? For me, there were jobs that I
You
didn't
loved
like.
your job, right?
Yeah, but my last job prior to giving that up, I love my job, right? I was in finance and I was enjoying it. My coworkers are nice, my manager was nice. So it was hard to choose between, the online business or the corporate job. So some people can relate to that. But later on, after giving birth to my son after a year,
It was an
right,
easy choice.
it was an easier choice
Yeah.
with our son. And also Dave was asking me, do you want to stay in your job? Like my monthly income like became my 1 day income, right? So
Wow. Yes.
like
But it was funny. It took her a long time, 29 months, even though we could do it, because
yeah,
like when you're so used to a job, you have this false sense of security that security comes from a job,
Yeah.
which is a lie, right? We've been told that throughout our lives, right? Security comes from your skills.
Yeah.
If you learn skills, if you have the ability to turn a lead into a customer, or whatever skills you have, it doesn't rely from a job, from a sorry.
So for him, it took him about 14 months to quit his corporate job. It took me 29 months to quit my corporate job. I was 5 months pregnant, so I didn't have to wait for, to at 8 months or 9 months. And then after that, then I have a good relationship with my manager. So my manager asked me, hey, when are you coming back? I was like,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you've done. But I'm choosing to stay, right? I'm choosing to not go back and to do our online business, because I told them that our online business can fully more than sustain us, our lifestyle, right? So that's why we chose the online business, because of the time freedom, and it allows us to travel and earn at the same time, and even just stay here. And yeah.
Just to add on, all the business we've done, this is the only one that really allowed us a passive income that truly give us freedom. Because the other ones, like the more income we made,
Yeah.
the more time we didn't have, because it's mostly offline. Like for example, financial services, right? All our customers were only available in the evening and in the weekend. So the more busy you are, the more you're in the people's homes, right?
Yeah.
And when you have a team that you're mentoring, right? They're also available in the weekend. It doesn't have systems that allows you to be free. A system is the ability for you to still produce but not there, right? And this is what
Right.
Robert Kiyosaki talks about, right? A true business is this. People think they're in business. If you're a realtor, for example, right? Oh, I'm a business owner, but what if you leave the country for a year? Can you still make money? Probably not, right? So a true business is that if you leave the country for 1 year and you come back, you're more profitable than ever, then that's a true business that gives you passive income. And this is what we have, because we have systems, right? So we could probably stop doing it. I mean, we work less than 4 hours a week, and our income is growing and growing because we
That's
built it.
amazing. Mhm.
So that's
That's
the
amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. And I could relate to Miss Roxanne because I also love my job. I love my bosses and I love the nature of my job. But because of the pandemic, that's when the wake up call hits me.
Yeah.
So I feel so guilty, that, I don't have enough time with my son. And at that moment, I had some time alone. And that when the feeling kicks in, the worries and the feeling like, that the feeling of security. I want to be the feeling of security with my son. I want to have something I could grow on my own. And the beauty of this business, I could do this one together with my job, the flexibility and the automation, like what you guys mentioned. So thank you so much for sharing that. And before we jump into the next question, looks like we have 3 million viewers. Let's acknowledge our viewers. Thank you so much, Ate Myra. Thank you, a power couple, for sharing
Hi,
your
Myra.
success story. Your example shines. Thank you so much, Ate Myra. Woohoo!
Eden.
Coach Eden, thank you so much. Ulysses Mercy watching from New Jersey. Wow, you have the power couple in the house. Yay! Thank you so much. We really do. So let's go back to our fourth question, the best one. How was your life changed? I know how amazing our business is. So we would
Oh
love to
gosh.
hear from you both. How was your life changed, or what are the blessings you've received from doing this business?
We joke around. We could be here all day. There's a lot, but we're gonna give you some of our top three. But before we go into the blessings, I just wanted to give a perspective from the viewers how we started this business, because a lot of people say, "Oh, David Roxanne can do this because they're gifted somehow, they're special." No, we're not. We're actually the same as you. When we started in 2018, we were buried in a mountain of debt, $86,000 in consumer debt. Right, we've been living in the same apartment for over 10 years. Right, we could not get ahead, and the worst thing that happened to us, and we shared this in our dream in our convention, right, is that one day we came home, we got evicted from our apartment. That was kind of our lowest point, nowhere to go, and that's where we started. And I remember Roxanne prayed this very powerful prayer, right?
Yeah, I asked God to heal our finances, to lead us to a solution, because at the time, that was February 2018, we were, very broke, and we got mad at each other. We're blaming at one another. How did we get to this place that, we don't have anything to show for, right? And like I was really sick and tired of our situation. So thanks be to God, after that prayer, after a couple of months, that's when Dave saw the Facebook ad about online business. And the rest is history. At the time, just being able, like after 16 months, we were able to pay off all our debts.
Wow.
So we were we paid off 86,000 of consumer debts. Just the feeling of having no debts, it feels amazing.
Yeah.
I can, before that, we can say that we have a great marriage, but we argue a lot in finances. But, fixing that situation, having that paid off, it improved even more our marriage life, right? So, and also we were able to save up money for our IVF, because IVF, after 12 years, that's when we were blessed with a child. That's expensive too, 20 grand, right? And just able to buy a home and save up like 10% down payment. And then after less than 3 years, we were able to pay that off because of the online business, right?
Yeah, and again, when we started this journey, our goal was to retire her mom. And before she turned 60, her mom, we kind of surprised her and say, "Hey, here's a card." She opened the card, and the card says, "What does it say?
Permanent vacation.
You'll have a permanent." At first, she didn't get it. She's like, "What does this mean? We're going to Mexico?" Like, no, that means you're retired.
You don't have to
You
go
work.
back to
We're
work.
replacing your income in your bank job. So, all of that, we were like so fired up. We were so excited. We were just celebrating, right? And that feeling, right, of excitement, of happiness, satisfaction, right? If you're watching this live replay and you have the desire, you can do it too, right? It's the same feeling, but it's your desire. Because when we started this, we had no experience.
Yeah.
So that means it's available for you too. right? But that's the cool thing about what we have. If you want it, you can too, right? So
Yeah, and I think one of the best thing that we can do with money, we heard this from one of our preachers. He's Filipino, Bo Sanchez, and he said that the ultimate purpose of wealth is to love, right? So when the more money you have, if you're, we always believe in this, that good people can do more good things, right? So
Right.
because of the
Amazing.
online business, we're able to, you know, give more to our ministry, and also
Yeah.
sponsored our youth to go to conferences in the U.S. as well. Like I think our church can only do 3 youth, and then for us, we need more youth people. So we actually send them and paid for their flights and accommodation. We did that twice so far. So it's you know, like, and also help
sponsor.
sponsored 3 full-time missionaries, and 5 kids in less fortunate countries to go to school. So you know, being able to do that is, it's priceless as well. And of course, you know, the flexibility of, you know, spending more time with our son, not missing a milestone. He's now almost 2.5 years old, so those are the milestones.
But,
Yes.
but what's
Yes.
amazing about that is just it's just 5 years,
Yeah.
a short 5 years, right? That's
Yeah.
that's what leverage can do. That's what
Wow.
having a vehicle can do. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love what you say, that you know, when you are in you have that financial freedom, it magnifies the good person within you. You can bless more people around you, right? So the more financial freedom and all. So that's awesome. That's how amazing our business. So thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, Dave and Roxanne. And you know what? You already sent some messages to our viewers earlier about that question earlier. But
Yes.
anyways, we're still going to ask you if you have any message to our viewers who are very interested to start this business, but still waiting for the perfect time, the perfect moment for them. Because I've been there. I was waiting for the perfect moment to start this business. Because like what you have said, I love my job. Also, I'm an accountant in the healthcare industry, and it's just hard for me to leave my office because I love to help support our frontliners. They are there, giving their services to our patients, to our families that are in need of their services. So I'm here in the office also, that's providing what they need. So any message for our viewers about this?
yeah, so I always tell people that if you're praying for a solution, maybe you want to earn extra income, you want to pay off your debts faster, maybe you want to become a full-time parent, maybe you want to do more for your ministry, give more. That heartache. We used to have this heartache that we want to give more, but we can't, right? People can
Yes.
relate to that, either to your ministry, to your family back home, right? That feeling, right?
Yes.
And then we, like, as believers, we pray for a solution, right?
Hmm.
But God can only give you a divine appointment, right?
Yes.
You have to
Yes.
keep the appointment. Keeping means taking action, because you, he can't be your hands and feet. You are, so you've got to take the action, right? So when it comes to the online space, right, there's two kinds of people in online. First is either you're a consumer or a user of platforms, or you profit from it. There's only two kinds, right? So either you watch YouTube all day long, right? Or you advertise in it and make money, right? Or
Yes.
or same thing with Facebook, right? Either you watch all day, right? And this happens over and over. Like, I mean, back in the days, it was television. Either you watch a lot of TV, right? Or the big companies, they advertise in it and make money from you, right? The only difference now is that the great equalizer is the internet. It's now available for you if you're willing to learn the skills. And the cool thing about that is, as an entrepreneur, right, it solves the biggest problem of any business. The reason why the big corporations, Coca-Cola, Jollibee, and all these companies, right, they have massive exposure because they could advertise in TV before, right? But no small company can afford it. But nowadays, with just a couple of bucks, 100, whatever, you can now advertise in the same platform that they are in. I joke around when I do my coaching call the other day. When I was watching YouTube, right? The Ford company, a commercial came out and I had to skip it. And then, Capital One, skip it. McDonald's, skip it. And then my ad came out, right? I'm in the same platform. as the big companies, and it's available for you too. You just have to learn how to do it, right? And again, that's my encouragement for you. If you're willing to do it, you gotta learn that this. You gotta think that this is now a career. It's a career path for you if you choose to, right? So
Yeah, and also there's no perfect timing, right? There's
that's
always
right.
gonna be busy. There's always gonna be holidays or like the kids'
Yes.
activities, right? I was very skeptical. So when Dave showed it to me, I said no, no, we're not gonna do it. It took him like maybe 4 months to really convince me. But what really pushed me to do it is he asked me this question, and I want to ask that question to you as well, for people that are watching. He said that, let's say if you don't do the business, if you don't do the online business, what do we have in the next 3 years? We have our corporate jobs, that's it. Maybe after 3 years we'll pay off some debts, right? But that's it. But what if we do the second option, which is, we'll keep our corporate jobs, and then at the same time we'll build the online business on the side. What could we have in the next 3 to 5 years? Maybe we'll have, we'll pay off some debts. Maybe we'll buy a home. Maybe we'll have time freedom and financial freedom. And good thing I listened to him, because, like 3 years later, 5 years now, already now, over 5 years now, we
We are
bought a
free.
home, and we paid that off in full. We're completely debt free, right? And we have time freedom. So what if you can do something about it right now? Because if you don't do anything right now, for the next year, 2 years, 5 years from now, your life will still be the same, right?
True.
Of course, we believe that it's not for everybody, but if for people that are praying, and they have a dream of quitting their jobs, or maybe just having extra income, this could be for them. And the good thing about this, you have amazing mentors here, right? Mercy and Tenny and us here, you're not gonna be alone. So for the advice for people that are waiting for the perfect time, just watch the webinar, because it may or may not be for you.
Thank
Right.
you. Thank you so much. That's really amazing and awesome answer for this
Yes.
question. You know what? Because I truly believe, like what you have said, there's no such thing as perfect time or perfect moment.
Mhm.
Because if we will be waiting for that perfect moment, then we will just be waiting all our lives.
Yes.
So when it's gonna come if we don't do anything or if we don't do something for ourselves, to better our life.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for all the insights and inspiration. And yes, looks like we have more viewers right now, 5 million viewers. Let's check. Yes, thank you all so much for tuning us live. And yes, Ate Myra, there's work involved in the online business for sure, but it's so worth it. It's a real passive income, a true legacy build. Congratulations, Sis Mercy. Thank you. Congratulations, Dave and Roxanne. Yes, yes, truly the legacy that we actually build while we're building this online business is just amazing. So let's see here. Congratulations, Dave and Roxanne. You are so inspiring. Yes, thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
that's true.
That's truly true. Hello, watching live from the Philippines. Yay!
Oh.
Thank you so much. Yes, and thank you so much, Miss Roxanne and Sir Dave. Thank you so much for your precious time, your valuable insights, and you for sharing your inspiring journey with us. Kuya Tenny, thank you so much. But
Thank you.
before we end this session, I would also love to share this for all questions that I was inspired to that think about it while we are preparing for our live today. That it says that are we just gonna settle to have 2 days out of 7 days in a week to spend time with our kids while they're growing up, or we would like to get that precious time and spend time with them as much as we can by doing this online business because of the flexibility and portability. And the number two question that comes on my mind is that, are we just going to be settling on praying for food in our table, or we're also praying for someone else's food on their table? Like, to help more families, our family in the Philippines, when they need, or other people around our community, around us. And by doing this online business. And also number three, are we just gonna settle, having that monthly, the mortgage, to pay our mortgage monthly in 30 years, within 30 years, how old are we, right? So are we just gonna pray for that, or are we gonna pray for to pay off our mortgage, like Miss Roxanne and Dave? It's just so, it's inspired me. You know, if there's a way, why not? You know, let's dream as big as we can, and God will go beyond that. And lastly is, you know, are we just gonna be contented having that, you know, to pay our car loans every month, or are we gonna pray for our car to be paid off in no time? So thank you all so much for tuning us live. Thank you so much again, Miss Roxanne and Dave, for your valuable time. And everyone, we hope to see you in the inside. Please comment down below or send us a message if you have any question. We will be happy to, you know, to connect with you and assist you every single step through this business. And thank you all so much. And we'll be happy to see you on the inside. Thank you, and God bless.
God bless.
Bye-bye.